What's up? We're live on Sheffield Shuffler, Playmaker, TikTok, Twitter. What's up, Steve? We got Daily Dingers today. It's a Monday. How you feeling?
Feeling good, refreshed after a nice little relaxing weekend. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to give out some. Today's a really terrible slate of
Yeah,
baseball, but it's plus money Monday. All my bets are plus money today. So it's
I
plus
like
money
it.
Monday. I'm ready to go. How are you feeling, sir?
Bro, it was a fantastic weekend of baseball. First, the two things that stuck out to me were the Padres getting so excited for Juan Soto, right? And then the Dodgers say, we don't care. And then go ahead and sweep them, which is just kind of, I know they don't have Tatis back or anything, but still, you get all this hype coming from, the trade deadline and Soto signed with the Padres and they're going to take off. Dodgers didn't give a shit. They don't care.
Oh, yeah. I told you when they made the trade, I said it sounds like a great NLDS exit.
Right. You're paying all this money for to get bounced super early. So that was fun to watch. And then the other thing, obviously, the NL East, dude, the Metsies and the Braves, dude. Mets establishing dominance in that series. That punch with DeGrom and Scherzer and their offense. Vogelbach fucking running from first to home in 12 seconds. Man, that chunkster, fun to watch him run.
Oh my God, he's a fan favorite.
Them just taking that serious is just great.
Yeah, so I have to admit that I was wrong. I was trashing them at the deadline. I was trashing every move that they made. And you know what? They shut me up this weekend. They beat the Braves. They won 4 out of 5. Now we're up 6.5 in the East. So guess what? I'm sorry. I was wrong. I will admit when I'm wrong because I'm a man and I'm a man of honor. That's what I call. I'm a man of honor, like in Game of Thrones. I admit I was wrong. This team is good. Now let's go win 100 games and let's go deep into the playoffs. That's what I want next. So yes, I was wrong. Management, Billy Epler, you guys did a great job with what the platoon stuff's working. The Grom's back. Let's go win the East and go deep into the playoffs now. All right, I'm all in. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm done trashing them.
It's great. It's great seeing what they're doing during the regular season, but nothing really fucking matters until October.
Right.
But you gotta love what you're seeing here. I mean, these series against the Braves were just huge.
Oh my God.
Electric, fun, a lot of hitting, great pitching.
How about DeGrom yesterday?
Yeah.
He retired 17 straight.
And then he set a record as well, I believe, for most strikeouts or most 10 strikeout games. He's in a class with like Clemens, Pedro Martinez. He's in the elites as far as I think in 10 plus strikeouts.
Yeah, and I mean, I knew this, but it was just brought up yesterday again. He has like the lowest day game ERA in Major League history. Like his day game ERA is under 2.
Day game ERA under 2. So you're saying his splits for the day games.
Yeah, like he pitches like him during the day is lights out. Mm-hmm. So, which is crazy. But also there was another one. They were trying to see if it was a record, but there is absolutely no way that anybody has any statistic of it. It was like a Little Big League stat, like when in Little Big League, the announcer's like, he has the most home runs on a Tuesday before April in games played before 9 p.m. Like something like that. Like he threw 18 sliders. His first 18 sliders, I think, or no, it was more than that. It was around that number. Like his first 18 or 20 sliders the Braves did not make contact. Any slider they swung at for the first 18, they swung and missed at. Until the 5th inning when Michael Harris fouled 2 off.
Nobody's touching the slider.
Nobody touched. I mean, it's 93 miles an hour, and his fastball was like just pumping like 101.
Yeah.
My dad was all upset early in the game because the first inning he's throwing like 101, 102. And the next inning he's like, oh, I don't like this. He's only throwing 98, 99. I'm like, only 98, 99? Just like let him pitch. Maybe he'll just ramp it up when he wants to. And that's what he did. I was like, who cares? Like this guy looks unbelievable right now.
Also, Edwin Diaz coming in for 6-out save, which was really impressive too. You see the look on Taijuan Walker's face when Edwin Diaz went down into the clubhouse and he was like, he's done. And they goes, oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, no, he's not done.
Oh, yeah. No, Buck was coming this series. Like Buck was coming. Buck was coming this series, man. Like, he was not fucking around. Like, Diaz for 2 innings. I think he did it twice in the series because he did it on Thursday too. I remember the Thursday night game. Like, dude,
but you
Buck
know what?
is a difference maker, man.
That's I like that because you're putting players in a position that they're not comfortable with now. So when you have to lean on them later, when it comes to playoff times, when it really matters, they've already done it before. They've come in and they've had that experience. So I really like seeing that. I thought that was so cool.
Right. I agree with you. And like now it's like now it just feels like he's priming them for a playoff run, right? Like it feels like he's getting them ready for what's going to happen in big games in October. Because like, look, down the stretch, like you playing the Nationals and Marlins, those games, yeah, you want to win the games, obviously, because you want to win the division. But those games aren't going to be as important as like you're playing Atlanta that's right on your ass. Guess what? Atlanta's right on your ass, and we're bringing in a guy who's been one of the best closers in the league this year, bringing him in for 2. So now you got to beat DeGrom, you got to beat Scherzer, and then you might get a little break if they don't go that deep into the game. But then you got to face Edwin Diaz and the trumpets and the home crowd going bananas. Like, this is
a bad spot to be in.
Right. Like, this is great stuff. They just got to finish strong. Let's get to the playoffs, and then I will get jacked up and like playoff Steve is here for the this is we're here. We're so close. We got to finish the job though. I don't want to get too excited.
It's gonna make a new handle, Stevie Playoffs.
Stevie Playoffs. That's it.
Just taking a look here. Yeah, Yank Jet. I am that guy from John and K +8. You are correct. That is me. Steve, just more encouraging comments over here.
Oh, just they love you over there. What's
lovely? All right, Steve. Let's get into plays for today. This slate sucks. Slate sucks today.
Terrible slate.
And we do have one pick of the same, which makes me feel good. Great minds think alike. You have a great mind. First game, Nationals, Cubs, under 8. Get that at -120. So, going to rattle off some stats here. Nationals, 21st in OPS versus right-handed pitching. 27th in RPIs versus right-handed pitching. Cubs, 19th in RPIs versus right-handed pitching. 14th in OPS. Over the past 2 weeks, Cubs ranked dead last in OPS. Nationals are 13th and 24th in RBIs. Cubs are ranked dead last in RBIs over the last 2 weeks. Cubs ranked 26th in strikeouts. Anibal Sanchez, only 4 starts this season. He's not given up less than 3 runs in 5 innings. Cubs in their last 10 games, this over has only gone over 2 times. So for a Cubs team that isn't hitting, you got Keegan Thompson on the mound for the Cubs, who I think shoves against shitty teams, which you're facing in the Nationals today. So I don't see this going over. Give me under 8 at -120.
Yeah, I like that pick. Especially 2 shitty teams. The pitchers aren't like amazing, but the offenses are just so bad, I think, right now. I think I actually kind of like, just going to say it. I know I kind of like the Nationals in that. There's like a lot of value on them because I just feel like they were at +190 this morning, and like the Cubs have been hot since the break, like 6-1, I think, or something since the break, or maybe that was a wrong thing I read from Dom Frederick on Twitter yesterday. But the Cubs have been good since the break, and I don't know. I just feel like this is a spot where if the offense lets you down, the Nationals could sneak one out on you. And +190, it's not like the Cubs are like world beaters here. So I feel like Nats in the under might be a nice little same game parlay if you want.
SGP, as the kids say.
SGPs.
SGPs. Cubs are 3-7 in their last 10.
So, why did I read that wrong? What is going on Twitter? Somebody's giving me wrong information, or I'm not fact checking. I guess I got to fact check the fact checkers now. This is
fake news, Steve.
Fake news. Sorry, Chase Breedlove. What's up, buddy? He said, "Sup, boys." This guy's always commenting here. I love him. What's up?
Washington 2-8 for their last 10. Cubs 3-7 for their last 10. The run differentials on these teams are terrible. The Cubs are at -80. Washington is -196, which is pissed.
Also, you got to be a little. Not that Washington's got a great bullpen, but you guys gave up some relievers, so you got to be a little worried if the Cubs are taking a lead late in the game. Who else you got throwing?
Yeah, but I'm not worried about that Washington lineup, honestly.
No, other
There's
than
nobody really there that.
Luke Voigt. Worried
Yeah,
about him?
I mean, I
This is
would be, but you could always pitch around him too.
It's true. That's true. Luke Voigt, just like 3 buttons down, running the bases. Like
Oh, I love it, dude.
what a maniac!
I'm a big 3-button down guy.
I do it. I do it regularly.
I always say, if you have the first 3 buttons buttoned, are you really on vacation?
It's true. There you go. See, I love it. Yeah, no, but I love this bet. I like the under 8. Both offenses stink. So let's just nail that one.
Deal.
Then I'm gonna go. This is bad baseball today. I'm going first. A's first 5 -0.5 plus 112. So I'm gonna ride this Cole Irving train until I need to get off of it. His last 7 starts, he's got a 2.68 ERA and a ridiculous 0.79 WHIP. He went 6 innings, gave up 2 runs his last time out against the same Angels. And right now, I just trust the A's offense a little bit more than I trust the Angels. A's right now are 7th in OPS over the last 2 weeks. Angels are 22nd. Yes, I know Jose Suarez shut out the A's for 5 innings his last time out, but Jose Suarez is still not very good. He's got a 4.76 road ERA, I believe, or it's somewhere in that area. So I go, if you look at this, if you go first 5 money line for the A's here, they're like -130 or -132. And since I think they're going to have the lead anyway, I'd rather just go run line and get the plus money at plus 112. So that's where I'm going today to start plus money Monday.
Beautiful. And also Cole Irving not walking batters at a high percentage at all. So I'm not going to get anybody on base for free bases. So, yeah, I like it. And Cole Irving has been, sneakily pretty decent.
He's been sneaky over his past 7 starts, maybe even back a little further. So he's at 2.68 ERA over his last 7. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm
especially in the NL West.
Barrel per plate appearance. I mean, some of the stuff, yeah, he's not getting really barreled up at all. So, good call, Steve.
What do you got to do? What do you got to do? You got to pitch around Ohtani?
Dude, I mean, what options do you have, honestly, with today's board, too?
You really don't have a ton. I mean, people like, oh, like, you know how much, who's going to get crushed tonight? Actually, no, not yet. This is how the bettors that are going to get crushed tonight.
Oh.
You got to stop doing this. Not you. I'm just saying people do this. People are going to do this tonight. And maybe it backfires on me saying this out loud. But people tonight are going to be like, the Reds, they're going to take the Reds at like plus 200 against the Mets because you're like, oh, it's a letdown game for the Mets. And this is a great spot for the Reds, which might be true. But every time you think this Mets team this year is going to let you down, they end up winning. They end up winning the game, or they come out and they smoke a bad team. So don't fall into that trap of the letdown spots here.
Right, like just because you won 4 out of 5, you got to drop another one to a shitty team.
Right, like don't fall for those traps. That's traps that they're like, oh yeah, this is great. Like the Mets are going to let you down.
And if your only explanation is, oh, it's going to be a letdown game, and you can't tell me why you'd rather back Justin Dunn than you would Chris Bassett, I can't put too much stock into it, right?
Right. Like and also like you're gonna tell me that you're basically telling me that Buck Showalter is not gonna have his team ready to play tonight. So there you go.
Yeah, somebody on TikTok also said Mets let me down against the Nationals, remember?
All right. They just won 4 out of 5 against the Braves.
Yeah. So if you can give me a reason why you'd want to back Justin Dunn and the Reds against Chris Bassett and the Mets, I'm all ears.
It is his first major league start. I think it's his first major league start. The Mets traded this kid to the Mariners, and the Mariners traded him to the Reds. So this guy used to be a Met farmhand. I don't think it's his first major league start, though. What's up?
He's a farmhand.
Farmhand. Whatever they say. I don't know what they say. I think it's his first start this season, but I'm pretty sure he pitched in the majors last year with the
2019, 2020, 2021.
Yeah, he hasn't pitched in the majors this season. Or maybe he has. No, he hasn't. In 2021, he went 1-3 with a 3.75 ERA.
Yeah, that was 2021.
Career regular season 5-4, 3.94 ERA. He's from Freeport, New York. Mets first round pick. Maybe that's the only reason you take the Reds tonight. This guy wants to show his old team that they made a mistake in trading him. Although judging by his numbers, they haven't just yet.
Yeah, so. And then also look, I mean, you're looking at his advanced stats, hard hit rate. The only thing that stands out is his fastball spin rate is in the top 76%, which I really don't give a shit about.
Yeah,
everything else He's walking a lot of batters, not striking out a high rate. Chase rate isn't very high. Nothing else is very exciting.
Look at the fact that the Mets also hit right-handed pitching too, so I just stay away from that one. Let's move. Wait, should we go to our dual bet, or should we do our other bets and then we do the dual bet?
Yeah, let's save the dual bet for last.
Perfect.
All right, so my second one, I'm going Blue Jays team total over 4.5. You can get that at -140. Again, Blue Jays team total over 4.5. Blue Jays much better on the road than at home this season. If you look at run differentials, their home run differential +18, road differential +46. So they put a lot more runs up on the road. Toronto not striking out a lot this season either. 8th best in baseball. They're not striking out. Jordan Lyle's advanced stats stink. They fucking stink. Blue Jays have hit this over 4 out of their last 10 games. They played a lot better competition in that stretch as well. Jordan Lyle's last time he faced the Blue Jays was June 14th, so not very long ago. He went 5 1/3 innings, 4 earned runs, 5 hits. Blue Jays have the 8th most RBIs in the last 2 weeks, scoring a lot of runs over the past 2 weeks. They rank 3rd in baseball in runs per game all season. They're averaging 4.9 runs on the road this season, almost at 5 where we're trying to get. So for me, Blue Jays team total over 4.5 is where I'm playing. Get that -140.
I can't believe that that's at -140.
It's that high, right? Well, the game is at 9.5.
Yeah, but like,
because they got
still
Kikuchi going too.
It's a lot of runs.
Like Kikuchi's pitching.
Yeah, I mean, the Orioles have been really good too lately. But I mean that you might want to look at the full game over there too. I just don't know what the odds are.
Yeah, I feel more comfortable with this because
you just got to worry about one team.
Our next play too, is what I'm hoping will influence that over as well. So
oh yeah, absolutely.
And you can pick on either one of these pitchers. You can pick on Jordan Lyles, you can pick on Kikuchi, and I think it's the same for both of these teams. It's 4.5. So for me, I feel more comfortable putting my money on the Blue Jays.
I like that. That. You know what I'm not comfortable doing? What I'm about to do.
Yeah.
All right. Pirates money line +200.
Value.
Okay. Here we go. Here's what it comes down to for me. I understand that Zach Gallen is going for the D-backs tonight. I understand that the Pirates are throwing Tyler Beede, who's basically an opener, and it's basically a bullpen game for them. And I understand that the Pirates offense as a whole is not very good. But let's not act like the Diamondbacks are a good baseball team by any means. They're 48-59. They're right there with the Pirates in terms of having an awful bullpen, and they're right there with the Pirates in terms of having stretches where the offense doesn't even exist. To be -245 favorites, they shouldn't be -245 against a high school JV team. So all the value to me is on the Pirates tonight at +200, just solely because there's no reason for the D-backs to be favored by this much. That's what I'm doing for this one. I'm not throwing all these stats at you to figure out anything because there is not a stat in the world that's going to tell you that the Pirates are good, and you could lean that way, especially with Zach Gallen on the mound. But Zach Gallen, it's not like you're telling me that I got prime Pedro going for the D-backs tonight, okay? All the value here is on the Pirates. So strict value play at +200. This is the same scenario 2 weeks ago when the Rangers were +188 or +190 against the Angels. The Angels were like -220. Why are they favored by that much? They're not a good team. Pirates, money line. Let's take a shot. +200 tonight.
Also, like you mentioned before the show, Steve, Zach Gallen, he's not DeGrom. So we get it. He's a good pitcher. If you look into advanced stats a little bit, you would also see that his ERA, 3.3, and his expected ERA is higher than that today, 3.7. So maybe a little bit of regression possibly that they're factoring in against this Pirates team. So kind of looking at those stats and maybe deciphering why that there's value there.
Yeah, and I mean, look, man, anytime there's a dog, anytime there's a dog in the +200 range, there's some value in it. Like, bad teams win every day. And the Pirates, they won yesterday. Maybe they put a little back-to-back together here. I don't know. I just don't think that the Diamondbacks should be -245. That doesn't make any sense. So I don't care who's pitching. -245, that is basically like the Mets against the Reds today.
Yeah.
So,
I'm guessing just because I'm looking at the 2 weeks, like last 2 weeks that they have played, and look at like OPS and RBIs. And I guess the Diamondbacks have had a pretty decent run the last 2 weeks. I haven't seen who they played, but I'm guessing that's why that number is where it is. That's the only reason I could say.
Yeah, I mean they just played the Rockies. I don't know who they played before that, but they play like I think it was the Indians or something like that, which aren't terrible teams, but still the Pirates like just split with the Brewers.
Right.
Didn't they? So it's not like the Pirates have can't beat. It's not like the Pirates can't beat a good team, let alone a team that's 11 games under. So I'm just, it's a value play. I'm not going to tell you to go home and put your mortgage on it, but this is worth putting something on tonight.
Also, the Pirates are 4-6 over their last 10, so not very bad. Arizona 4-6 as well, so both have the same record over the last 10 games.
Yep, there you go. So it just doesn't make any sense. So now let's go to the dual play, dual action dingers. That's what we should call this segment.
Oh, double D's, dude. Love double D's. People are saying here on TikTok, Reds team total over. That looks like a play for Okie Dad. Padres first 5 minus a half.
What's the Reds team total over number at?
I would have to see. I'm going to look at that Padres first 5 against Alex Wood. Possibly. I mean, they just got their asses kicked against the Dodgers. So if you like the Padres, I like that first 5 minus a half. That would make sense, even with Alex Wood pitching. Advanced stats, not that impressive. You got Blake Snell on the mound, who's hopefully going to give you a couple of shutdown innings. So I would say, yeah, first 5 on that Padres minus a half. Go Phils, absolutely. All right, Steve, we got the double D's, baby. The
right.
daily dinger, double dinger. So it's a prop bet, guys. We got a prop bet here. Under Cubs, strong winds blowing in. Oh, beautiful. That's what we had. That was our first play. Winds are blowing in today in Wrigley. Under. Cubs under. We already took that. That was my first play. I will recap everything. Thank you for that information, Grant. Appreciate it, my man. Last play, it's a player prop. Me and Steve both got Matt Chapman over 1.5 total bases. Matt Chapman over 1.5 total bases plus. I got it at plus 135. Steve saw his at plus 120. I'm sure we have the same stats, Steve. We've seen it, right? 17 at-bats, 6 hits, 2 singles, 1 double. What I really like is the 3 home runs. So
yes, sir.
Home runs, 941 slug, 10 hits in his last 2 weeks. So is that everything that you saw?
Everything that I saw. He owns Jordan Lyles. And also Jordan Lyles isn't good, which is also great to our advantage here. Like, you got a guy who sees him well, and not only sees him well, he sees him well and hits for power against them, and then you got a pitcher that stinks on top of that. So that's everything that I saw. Let's keep it simple, right? You don't got to overthink this stuff. You're getting plus money at a good number. I got it on at 2+ total bases. You got it over 1.5. Still plus 120, plus 135, whatever it is. Great stuff here.
And again, that totals at 9.5. So makes me feel good.
Yeah, this is great. And maybe he maybe knocks a bases clearing double, gets us going there for you. Sure. Gets us going for the team total over. Knocks this bet out of the park. I mean, we're ready to go here.
I like to stack plays sometimes,
Yeah, one of my friends likes to do that with player strikeouts, but sometimes it's not worth it to the point of stacking. This is an area where this is worth stacking. You can make some money. Like, you can make some money when you stack like this.
Yeah, especially at this plus money, plus 135.
Exactly. Oh, exactly, sir. Exactly.
So
yes, plus
Matt
money.
Chapman. Yes, go ahead.
What are TikTokers saying? Are they?
Yeah, they're saying Matt Chapman 1.5 bases. That is correct. Someone said Nationals money line. Again, Steve likes that Nationals money line for the fact. Cubs stink, Nationals stink, and the value on the Nationals, right, Steve? That money line.
Yes, that is correct.
I got the Reds over 3 on Bovada, so I guess that's what the Reds team total was 3.
That's not bad. The Reds hit. The Reds.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So actually, all right, hold on. Let me see this real quick.
Total over 3.5.
Yankees.
Yeah, against Gilbert today.
Here's the only thing that scares me about that Reds team total over.
Mm-hmm.
They are one of the worst road offenses in the MLB. If they were at home, I'd be all over it. They are one of the worst road offenses in the league. Their home road splits are completely different.
So the one that said, was it Reds over 3? Yeah. Do we have a stat on that, Steve? You said they're just one of the worst road scoring offenses.
I'll tell you, I'll get it right now. Because I looked into this stuff last week, but computer's taking a little while to load. I got the new camera set up here, so
talk a lot of
bandwidth. So in their home games, they have the 11th best OPS at home, and they are 4th in runs scored at home.
At home.
Yep. Away, as the road team, they are 29th in OPS on the road, and they are 28th in runs.
So for the one that said Reds team total, again, one of the better ones, scoring offenses at home, one of the worst. What was it? OPS and runs scored, Steve?
Yep. OPS and runs scored.
27th and 28th in baseball. So be careful with that Reds team total over just because they are so piss poor on the road, and they are on the road today. So thank you, Steve.
And that's another reason I don't like a letdown spot for the Mets. They don't have to travel. Like, travel's big. They don't have to travel. They're staying at home. Reds are coming to them.
Slept in their bed last night.
Right. They probably partied a little bit. I mean, maybe they partied a little bit. It's a night game, so hangover shouldn't be that much of an issue.
Right.
But yeah, I think you be careful with the Reds tonight if you're thinking about it.
Careful with the Reds. Any plays today? Yes, we went through the entire show. So let's do a recap.
Yes, sir.
We've got here's a recap, guys, for everyone on TikTok of all the plays today. And again, you can get all this information on our Twitters. We'll put out all of our breakdowns and things like that. So first one, we have Nationals Cubs under 8 at -120. I got Blue Jays team total over 4.5 at -140. Me and Steve both have Matt Chapman over 1.5 bases, +135 or +120, depending on where you get it. Steve likes A's first 5 -0.5 at +112. A lot of value on the Pirates money line +200, regardless of who's on the mound. I don't care if it is Zach Gallen. Steve likes Pirates money line +200, and then Reds Marlins under 7 -122.
I think that's an old one.
That's an old one.
That's from Wednesday's show.
No shot. Oh, I'm sorry. That was we both had that. Thank you for saying that. That is incorrect. That last one. I have all these banners up here, and I just clicked on it because usually we have the same amount. So
all good. We got the same.
Thanks for calling that, Steve. I would have looked like an idiot. No shot. The Yankees lose 6 in a row. Right. I thought this was Kyle Schwarber. Thank you. Padres -1.5. Snell has been hot. Yes. Snell over 7.5 Ks +190. Thoughts? Ooh, okay.
I hate it.
You hate it?
Yeah.
7.5 kind of high.
Yeah, the Giants only hit lefties. Also,
and it's at +190. That should tell you a lot. I mean, 7.5 would be kind of high for.
That'd be his best game of the season.
Yeah, I don't think he's had Ks that high yet. Has
also,
he?
Anytime he gets in trouble, they pull him.
He doesn't get a lot of length.
No.
Let me see here. Blake Snell.
+190 should tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
As I sit here betting the Pirates +200.
+200. Yeah, as you give a play on the Pirates. Yeah. Hey, it is what it is. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. We'll have all the plays with like a graphic and our breakdowns on our Twitters. Again, follow me, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Follow Steve_Armato, Twitter, Instagram.
TikTok, Stevie Locks.
Locks on Instagram. I'm sorry, on TikTok.
TikTok, so, Stevie Locks, baby.
You guys, if you want to see both of us, you can go on our Twitter, Playmaker Betting Twitter, or our YouTube. So if you don't want to just see my face and see Steve's, you can see the whole podcast. So That's what we'll be at, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll be back Wednesday. We do this Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 11 a.m. We break down. I do 3 picks. Steve does 3 picks. We give you our reasoning. And we just have some fun with it. Answer your questions. Do all that kind of stuff. So, again, thanks for watching. Steve, I'll see you on Wednesday, my friend.
Yes, sir. I'll see you Wednesday.